Good morning, good morning, good morning, and praise the Lord. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to another Good Morning Grief Devotion. It's your boy, Pastor Corey Allen Duncan Sr. So happy and excited to have this wonderful opportunity to come to you on today. This is the daily grief devotion that is strategically designed to help you to navigate through your grief one day at a time. What is grief? I'm so glad you asked. Grief, my brothers and sisters, it is the natural and normal response to loss, change, and transition that results in the expressions of feelings and emotions. Grief is what you feel on the inside. Mourning is how you reveal it on the outside. Therefore, we don't suppress it, but we express it. We don't ignore it, but we explore it. We don't conceal it, but we reveal it. We don't lock it up, but we let it out. And that's why we shout good morning, because morning is indeed a good thing. Thank you so very much for joining us on today. Excited about this wonderful opportunity to lead you in today's grief devotion. Today is day 130, and we're going to talk about I can be a spiritual optimist. I can be a spiritual optimist. Let's talk about it, y'all. I can set my intention to be hopeful about reconciling my grief today and every day. I can choose to express my grief in ways that nurture meaning, that nurture hope, and connection with others. Let's talk about it again. I can set my intention to be hopeful about reconciling my grief. I went through a period of my life back in 2003 where I hit a rough dark patch. It was grief, and it wasn't the death of a loved one, but it was dealing with loss, change, and transition. And I went into this dark space, this dark place, this season. Um, that was, man, it was something else. This is the thing. Um, I was optimistic, right? I was optimistic. What does the lesson say? I was a spiritual optimist. I knew eventually I knew I would come out. I just didn't know when. And I was optimistic about the fact that I know this is not going to last always. I knew it was a process. I knew it was a season. I knew it was something that I had to go through. But I knew deep down on the inside, right? I knew I said, eventually I will come out of this, right? I still had to go through. I still had to cry. I still had to experience everything that I did. But I knew there was something on the inside of me that continued to reiterate to me, you coming out of this, you won't be in this long, that things were going to shift and change at some point in time. And so when I endured or went through what I went through, I literally set my intention to be hopeful about reconciling, right? Um, Not saying that it still wasn't painful, not saying that I still didn't cry, not saying that it is still, I still wasn't angry, this, that, and the other, but I set my intention on, I know that trouble is not going to last always. I know I'm going to come out of this thing. And one of the things that you can do as it relates to grief, you can set your intention, I love it, to be hopeful about reconciling your grief. Today and every day, choose to express my grief in ways that nurture meaning, hope, connection with others. Choose. You can everybody you can choose how you're going to navigate through this season of grief that you're in, right? And while you're going to experience a lot of different emotions, and you want to feel everything that you're feeling, but when you set your intention in this particular way, every single day, here it is, through the pain, the hurt, the difficulty, you choose to express your grief in ways that nurture meaning, right? That this is nurturing meaning, right, within my life, that God is cultivating and developing things within me. That I'm gonna express my grief in ways that this is going to nurture meaning. Not only is it gonna nurture meaning, it's gonna nurture hope. That I know that I won't be in this forever. That trouble don't last always. That is as painful as it may feel now, it's not gonna always be this painful, right? But not only nurture meaning and nurture hope, but also connection with others, understanding that I can't navigate through this by myself, that it's going to take a village, it's going to take my team, it's going to take connecting with others, other people who may be going through the same thing that I'm going through. It's going to take this connection. I'm going to choose to nurture connection with others to help me to navigate through my grief. Now, um, you can be mean Marva. You can be mean Marvin. You can be Solitude Terry. You can be standoffish, Oprah. If you want to choose to go that route, you can, or you can choose to set your intention towards nurturing, connection, towards nurturing hope, towards nurturing meaning, right? As you navigate through this season of grief. Check this out, y'all. While still acknowledging and honoring my dark emotions whenever they arise, I can also at the same time choose to be on the lookout for permission. This is so very important. We're not denying the dark emotions. We're not denying the darkness. We're not denying what we're going through. We're not denying any of that, right? I'm not telling you to live in denial, but I am telling you to choose to nurture it in a way. Pessimism, be on the lookout for pessimism. I said permission. um, we're not denying any of that, right? What we do is still acknowledge and honor your dark emotions whenever they arise. Also, at the same time, choose to be on the lookout for pessimism. I'm supposed to see pessimism, not permission. Pessimism. When I become aware of its presence, I can bear witness to it and observe it as it falls away, right? When you are aware of the presence of pessimism, things that are negative, I can be um, aware of its presence. I can bear witness to it and observe it as it falls away. Here's the final thought, y'all. I am a spiritual optimist. I attempt to enter each moment with openness and gratitude. I am a spiritual optimist, and I'm going to choose to enter each moment with openness and gratitude. Y'all, be a spiritual optimist. Choose, make the conscious choice to enter each moment with what? We're going to enter it with openness. We are going to enter it with gratitude and let God do what he desires to do in the midst of your life. It's Pastor Corey Allen Duncan Sr. Today is day 130. We are talking about I can be a spiritual optimist. I want to encourage you to be a spiritual optimist as you navigate through this season of grief. Choose to nurture connection, choose to nurture meaning, choose to nurture hope as you navigate through this season of grief. I love you with the love of the Lord. Remember, this is the daily grief devotion that is strategically designed to help you to navigate through your grief one day at a time. God bless you.